Is a fetus life? Some people believe that a fetus is a part of a woman's body, and some people believe that it's a life. And really the answer is it's both. We definitely know that a fetus is a part of a woman's body because it only eats when she eats, right? That's why it's called feed us. You know what I mean? That's a dad joke, and I don't even have any buns in the oven. But is a fetus life? Well, yes, because it has a heartbeat, not a big brain, but a heartbeat. It's life, but is it an independent life, right? Because what happens when you remove a fetus from a woman's body within 5 months? It vanishes. It doesn't exist. So then the question is something really life if it can't survive without its mother? And I can say confidently, no, it's not. And I can say this because I still live with my mom. And I don't have a life. I can't go out. I can't come home late. I'm a fetus. I'm stuck to my mom. I'm literally independent. And it's my mom's body, her choice. That's all it is, dude. That's all it is.
Please make it very, very loud for Sammy Obeid. Come on! I was the last comic's his older brother. His older, shorter, less cool brother.
Brown comics.
And I'm a brown comics. Fuck yeah. My guy. Fuck, dude. I love San Francisco nowadays. You know what I mean? It used to be like the PC city, and now like the motherfuckers who can afford it are like, brown motherfuckers! Thank you, bro. Thank you. Support brown comedy, am I right? Fuck, dude. Oh, and he stood up, baby! Thanks for coming out and supporting local comedians on a Sunday, man. That means a lot. It means a lot to us. It makes me a little concerned for you, but it means a lot. Because we're all struggling right now in some sense, right? I have a side hustle. I'm a fitness instructor. Yeah, I teach a fitness class just for men. We teach men how to not ejaculate inside of women unintentionally. Yeah, it's a lot of hips, yeah. It's called pull-outies. Yeah. Bring your own towel. It's a good finish right there, huh? I was watching Fox News because it helps with the writer's block, and did you hear about Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who filled 2 planes, not one, 2 aircraft with migrants and flew them to Martha's Vineyard as a political stunt, offered them jobs, right? And people were like, "That's so funny. That was a good move." Like, I'm gonna say that was a little bit fucked up, right? And in September too, of all months. Right? As if September needs another Republican inside job that reroutes 2 planes. Now I gotta remember 9/11 and 9/14. Thanks, DeSantis. I'm running out of dates here. I'm actually making shirts for the 2024 election. I already made shirts for both sides. One says Ron DeSantis 1924. Because that's the year he's living in, and the other one says Biden 2024, but if you look closely, it says Biden 1942 to 2024. Yeah. Speaking of good topics that bring everybody together, the Queen died. Some people very happy about that. Noticing a racial trend by my eyes. No, the Queen died. A lot of people very upset. A lot of people cried when the Queen died. I didn't, but I cried when Tupac died. So I get it. Tupac was like the Queen. Yes! Tupac and the Queen, very similar. They don't get compared enough. Both controversial figures, both associated with some international thuggery, and both died by 96. Tupac and the Queen. I know, people get angry, like, how dare you compare those two? Tupac was one of the greats. I know, I get it. Some people are touchy about colonialism. Like, don't worry, I actually stole this joke from an Indian comic, so it's perfectly safe. They're saying that fascism is on the rise in America. But the good news is most people don't know what that means. So, can you be affected by something you don't know what it is? I asked my friend, I was like, do you know what fascism is? It involves the face, right? He said he thought it involves the face. I was like, what do you think about Mussolini? He's like, I love that pasta. This is bad. I want to give a shout out to the people in Iran right now, standing up against their government, protesting the murder of Mahsa Amini. For those of you not familiar, a young woman was killed 2 weeks ago for not wearing her hijab. And for those of you not cultured at all, hijab is basically, it's like a hoodie. basically. It's like a hoodie. I know it's not the best way to describe it, but one of my friends was like, see, that would never happen in America. I'm like, yeah, you're right, because in America, they kill you for having the hoodie on. People are dying over dress codes everywhere. Can't we let this begin the discussion, or at least finish it once and for all, that dress codes of any kind are stupid as fuck? People should be able to wear whatever they want to wear. And I know you're like, Sammy, we can see your outfit. We know you think that way. Because dress codes of any kind, they always come from men, right? Who know the least about fashion. This makes no sense that men are choosing the dress. I've never heard of a woman enforcing dress code on other men. Aside from all my exes, I've never heard of it. And it's always men asking women to cover up. And it's so bullshit because we know these cover-up rules, they aren't about religion. They aren't about morality. Every cover-up rule traces back to a weak man who can't control his little dick. Okay? That's all it is. In the workplace, in public, at Disney World, at a comedy club. It's fucking ridiculous. It's always coming from a weak man. It's like we make it seem like, oh, the woman's body is the problem. No, the problem's in here. This is where the dirty is. We need a hijab for men's brains. That's what we need. Some of you men need a job and a hijab. A real man embraces whatever a woman wears and tells her it looks amazing, even if it does not, okay? Even if it looks like shit. That's what you do. What I'm saying is defund the fashion police, okay? By the way, this is not an attack on religion. I just want to make sure. I respect every faith that does not knock at my door, okay? And it's not a knock on hijab either. This isn't a low blow, it's a high jab, all right? Wear what you want. But he got it, fantastic. Brown comics, baby. Fuck yeah, dude. This guy studies our culture. He's ready. Go Browns, man. We're in Cleveland. Live from Cleveland, baby. It's so crazy that the West Coast is in a long-term drought, and then the rest of the country is just flooding in water, right? Every time I see a flood or a hurricane on the East Coast, like I'm both like terrified and jealous at the same time. And I don't like feeling that way. Why have we not yet created a transcontinental pipeline that takes water from the east to the west? I know you're like, Sammy, the government's not going to pay for a pipeline that doesn't carry oil. Okay, fine. Maybe we can't afford a pipe. What about a fucking half pipe, dude? Right? All right, I'm going to cut to the chase. I'm running for president in 2036, and I'm going to build an aqueduct that takes water from the flooded east to the thirsty west, all right? We're gonna build a duct, and Mexico's gonna pay for it. We're gonna build a duct along the southern border. It's gonna double as a duct and a border. Because if you can swim across an aqueduct, you deserve to be in this country, all right? Those aren't illegals. That's our future Olympic swimming team right there. No, we're gonna build a duct, and it's gonna be amazing. And I already got the motto, duct or we're fucked. Done. Done. Thanks so much for coming out to the punchline tonight. You're amazing. Recently discovered that I'm not a liberal.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought I was liberal my whole life. And then I looked up the definition and realized I need to check definitions first before saying that I'm something. Anybody here identify as a liberal? Okay, a couple bold people after knowing you're walking into this joke. This blew my mind. This is the definition of liberal. A liberal is somebody who accepts and respects behavior and points of view different from yours. Do you know anybody fucking like that? One person? The last one we had was Jesus, and we killed him. Martin Luther King, and we killed him. We're just killing all the good liberals. Why are we killing all the liberals, man? Every liberal I know thinks they're smarter than at least one person. Right? You can't be accepting of others and superior to them at the same time. We need to change that name from liberal to bigots who believe in global warming, okay?
They ain't ready. No. Might as well have been. Come on, come on.
الفلسطيني محفورة على جبيني وانا ما تروح تلاقيني على الراس وعلى
For
عيني
Sammy Obeid.
عربي فلسطين في قلبي.
Hello! I don't know if you can tell, but we got like 10 cameras tonight, just in case 9 of them fail. This is my second comedy special. Yeah. My first one was also here, and I know somebody's gonna be like, why'd you do it again here? Because this is the only place where people will come. So we're doing it here. I was getting into a really heated debate about race with my friend because it was 9 a.m. And my friend hit me with the classic, you know, Sammy, I don't see color. I was like, that's crazy, because I don't hear sound. I don't smell smells, I don't taste food, I have COVID, is what I'm saying. I have COVID. That's how you know I'm not racist. COVID done took all my senses. I know COVID's a dark topic and people have lost their lives, but maybe that's why COVID was put on this planet, to take away all our discerning senses so we can stop being fucking bigots to each other. You know what I mean? You can't hate someone you can't smell, you know? You could probably tell by my first 2 jokes that I went to school at UC Berkeley. Yeah, go Bears. I graduated UC Berkeley. That just means I get offended at everything. Don't fucking test me. I'll cry right here. To prove my point. There's a nickname they give people who went to Berkeley. They call us pussies. Yeah. I thought it was Go Bears. Apparently it's Go Pussies. If you look at our mascot up close, it's just a bear going, rear. It's international, too. I went to France. I told the guy, he's like, oh, you went to Berkeley. You are a pussy. Like, that's not nice. Didn't know how deep this pussy snub goes. But Berkeley, we do serve a function in society. We're here to show you where the line could be, you know? We always have social issues, and people are like, where's the line? And Berkeley's like, it's over here. It's definitely not over there. It's definitely not over there. Thank you, Berkeley, for letting us know that it's not over there. For instance, 2 years ago, the city of Berkeley unanimously voted to change the name of manholes to gender-neutral maintenance holes. That was us, baby. That was us. You're welcome, society. Gender-neutral maintenance holes. Take notes. You thought you were cool because there were neutral restroom signs? We brought equality to the source, okay? That's Berkeley. We're different. Yeah. And nowadays, society thinks they're all cool because they're woke, right? But who do you think taught you that shit? Berkeley was woke before people were woke to woke, dude. Berkeley don't been woke. We woke up like this, you know? Yeah. And of course, Berkeley always receives the same critique. Oh, you guys embrace all points of view except conservative. That's not true. Berkeley has Republicans. They're just like different, you know? Our Republicans are like Alaskan Native Republicans, you know, or like trans Republicans. Like, hi, I'm a Berkeley Republican. I believe in low taxes, and I identify as ooh la la. That's pretty cool. We have computer science majors who are non-binary programming in binary code, okay? We are different. I told the guy I went to Berkeley, he's like, oh, you went to Berkeley, you must like safe spaces. That one hurt right here. Because like I do, you know, like, who doesn't like a safe space? I love safe spaces. Like I like my bed with no spikes, you know? I like to eat when no mountain lions are around. Who else? Who doesn't like safety? So I had to tell that guy, I was like, yo, dude, what you're doing is called negative association, which I actually learned in a Berkeley philosophy class. I was like, you're taking what you know about safe spaces and what you know about people who go to Berkeley, and you're linking the two under a logical fallacy. And you are wrong, my friend. Dropped my number 2 pencil, walked out of there. And he was like, whatever, pussy. And I went home, and I looked it up, and Berkeley did invent the safe space in 1968. Damn it! Why? How did this guy know? Berkeley had the first safe space in 1968 during the free speech movement. And you know what the purpose of that safe space was? The safe space was so that people could have an area where they could say whatever they wanted and be protected under the First Amendment. Does that sound like a pussy thing? Or is that the most badass American thing you ever heard, okay? So I was scrolling this list of Berkeley's inventions and crying, and I discovered that Berkeley invented some profound stuff that changed humanity that I'm now just gonna take some credit for, even though I had nothing to do with it. So here's Berkeley's list of badass pussy inventions, okay? Number 1, the flu vaccine. Was not invented at Berkeley, but the guy who invented it had his lab at Berkeley after inventing it, where he popped some champagne and did some experimental stuff that revolutionized the landscape of vaccine technology today. And I don't know if you guys, pay attention to the news, but vaccines, pretty fucking popular right now. You know what I mean? And yeah, vaccines are kind of a pussy invention if you think about it. It's like, I don't want to get sick. Poke, Yeah, so you're welcome for your parents still being alive. Or sorry, depending on how you feel about them. But Berkeley invented the wetsuit. Yeah, anybody here surf? Yeah, you're welcome for the warmth, pussy. Before us, people were just jumping in the water and dying of hypothermia. And then someone from Berkeley was like, oh, you don't like being chilly, do you? You probably want to put on some spandex so when you pee on your thigh, it gets warm. Like, gnarly, dude. Berkeley invented the world's first no-fault divorce law. Yeah. Before that, it was always your fault, divorce. People couldn't see their kids without giving up their left kidney. And then someone from Berkeley was like, oh, someone doesn't want to lose half their shit. And now, thanks to Berkeley, you can be friends with all your exes like Drake. Next invention, the atom bomb. No one ever claps for that for some reason. Guess we're in the wrong state. The atom bomb was invented by the Manhattan Project, which couldn't have been possible without 2 critical papers, one from University of Chicago and the other one from the University of Pussy, California, Berkeley. That was us. That was us. Of course the atom bomb is a pussy invention, right? It's like, hey country, I don't like you. Am I gonna fight? Nope, just gonna press this button. Boop. That was us, dude. And I get it, nobody's gonna go crazy for the atom bomb, but you do know the atom bomb is what makes America a fucking America, dude. Like, who remembers 2 years ago when we were about to go to World War III with Iran? Remember that? The good part of 2020, right at the beginning? We're like, if Trump says one more fucking thing, we're all gone. Does anybody remember right now with Russia and Ukraine? We're like, if Biden reads that teleprompter wrong, we're gone. Dude, the United States has been on the brink of World War III every year since 1945, but not one person in this room is scared. You've never flinched even once because you know we're fucking America, dude. Why? Because we're number one, bro. Why are you number one? Because we got the biggest, most powerful nuclear artillery in the world, brother. We got the longest, most phallic-looking warheads, dude. Ready to penetrate any thirsty country who wants some. And we got the biggest nuclear button, dude, yeah. It's like 8 inches erect. It's girthy. It's hard as a math problem. Just like, press me, daddy, press me, daddy, press me. And you take those big old American fingers swooping down like a bald eagle, and boom! Giving the world multiple nuclear orgasms! And you get a climax, 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 thanks to those fucking pussies at Berkeley! Turned America into a goddamn safe space. You're welcome for the vaccines, you pussies. Really, I've been called a pussy my whole life, growing up. Everybody would call me a pussy. And you know what? I like it. I fucking love being called a pussy, dude. Pussy is the best thing on the planet. It's the most sought-after resource known to humankind. It's strong, it's durable, it's temperature modulated. It's the thing people have done the most extreme shit for that they should regret, but they don't because they did it for the pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's the source of all life. We all came from a pussy. It's technically a gender-neutral maintenance hole.
We all slid out of pussy, man. It's the first thing you tasted when you entered this planet. Oh, swallow it. This facts. This is a clean joke. You're making it dirty in your head. That's your bad. I love being called a pussy. You call me a pussy, I get wet, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I got a dry sense of humor. I'm a dry-ass pussy, okay? I'm a dap. Yeah, I'm pretty smart. I'm a smart-ass pussy. I'm a sap, okay? I'm a smart Lebanese-ass pussy. I'm a slap, you get me? I'm a proud-ass pussy who likes bagels. I'm a pap schmear. That's my last one. Read my labias. I'm pussy and proud. And if you got a problem with that, you can beat this pussy up. I just said pussy 50 times. Some of you are uncomfortable. I can sense it. You feel like that word's dirty or something like that. You always have male comics up here talking about their dicks. Why not just, flip it for a minute? Right? Because it is the year of the tiger. And what is the tiger but the biggest pussy of them all? Nobody rolls up to a tiger like, hey, tiger, you're such a pussy. Tiger just maul your ass right there. Just give you whiplash. Pap, now you're pussy whipped. 2022 is the year of the pussy. It's my year. Rare. That's how the tiger sounds, right? Rare. I think that's how a tiger sounds. Rare. This guy's not laughing at all. Fuck that shit, man. Not liking these pussy jokes. Math jokes? Fuck that. We're not there yet, bro. Gotta go in order, my dog. Actually, I have gotten shit for this joke already. A woman in the audience one time was like, you're mansplaining pussy to us? First of all, you're assuming I identify as a man. I don't. I identify as ooh la la. Secondly, I would never pretend to understand what a woman goes through, but I'll tell you this much. You may have a pussy, but you've never been called one like I have, okay? This is my turn right now. Let me have my moment. Rare. Yeah, I'm a clean comic, by the way. This has all been clean material. I don't even say the word masturbation. I don't like the word masturbation. It just sounds too formal. I don't say masturbating. I say listening to Jack Johnson. Way better, dude. Way better. That's a dick joke by a pussy. Yes, I majored in applied mathematics. That's why I do stand-up comedy now, okay? Is that what you want to hear? Look, I'm not the best mathematician in the world. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing comedy. And I'm not the best comedian in the world, because otherwise I wouldn't be here. It's no slight to you. I just wouldn't be most places, if you think about it, statistically. I'm not the best mathematician. I'm not the best comedian. But if you take the weighted average, I'm the best fucking math comic out there, baby. Hey. I'm not going to make you laugh the hardest, and I'm not the quickest to solve problems. But if you set a maximization equation across both of those parameters, and you look at the curve, I'm the fucking apex, biatch. Yeah. And I assure you, I'm the only comedian with that punchline in history. I'm the fucking apex, biatch. Yeah. I say biatch. I don't say the B word anymore because I know people do find that offensive. I say biatch because it's clean. It's one letter away from biotech. We're fine. That's science, biatch. So, math major turned comedian. I don't really know how I'm helping the world. I don't know what I'm supposed to do as a math major turned comedian other than share the gems that I think of in the middle of the night. Like this morning, I woke up in a cold sweat, like, oh my God, Pete Davidson was only 8 years old when Kim's sex tape came out. Back to sleep. You're welcome, society. Took a Berkeley degree to write that. When I studied math, I made sure not to go too deep into the math world. Because if you learn too much math, you can't talk to people anymore. So I had to cut myself off. So for instance, when I learned pi, I stopped myself at 10 digits. Yeah,
Yeah, because I actually discovered a formula when I was at Berkeley that for every extra digit of pi you learn, that's 1 year your virginity is delayed. So I had to cut myself off at 10. I can actually prove this theorem right now. I can prove it. You guys want a mathematical proof? We learn pi geometry sophomore year, when most of us are about 15 years old, hormones are raging. If you can't even learn a single digit of pi, you don't even remember that it starts with a 3 when you're 15 years old, it's because you're already having sex. That's the only possible reason. This guy knows what I'm talking about, okay? But the average person learns 3 digits of pi. The average person knows it's 3.14. Congratulations, you're average. And what's your reward for being average? You get to lose your virginity at the average age of 18, okay? You already noticed the linear trend here. We got 15 plus 3 equals 18, right? I know you don't come to comedy shows to do math, but when you watch my set, you ain't got no fucking choice, okay? Now, if you're learning more than 3 digits of pi, you're losing your virginity in college. There's no way, there's no one at senior prom who's like 31415, like you're going home, bro. It's not happening tonight. If you learn more than 7, masters, okay? If you learn more than 10, PhD. I have a friend who knows 100 digits of pi, still a virgin, okay? Now, I learned 10 digits of pi like a badass, okay? So I lost my virginity at, plug it into the formula, 15 plus 10 equals 20 fucking 5, not 27, bro. 10 plus 15 is 25, my friend. You added an extra 2. What kind of loser do you think I am, bro? 25, not 27. 27, I'd be off my family's health insurance at that point, bro. I'm not an idiot. So I lost my virginity at, plug it into the formula, 15 plus 10 equals 20 fucking 5! Who's the pussy now? 25 is the best age to lose your virginity. I lost my virginity in a rental car that I rented myself, okay? You thought you were boss because you lost it in Mommy Civic. I declined insurance on a Hertz, biatch. They cleaned up the mess. I just walked away like a champ. 31415-92653. 31415-92653. It's actually a phone number in St. Louis. I text it every day, still no response. Isn't that crazy? Somebody in Missouri has the phone number pi. But they're in Missouri, so they have no idea. You wanted the math jokes, you're not even paying attention, man. What the fuck, dude? You're busting shit. Not a jukebox up here, dude. So yes, I'm a comedian now, and I recently got the most interesting compliment I've ever got in comedy. After a show, guy comes up to me, and he was drunk. I knew he was drunk because he was like angled backwards at like 35 degrees. And he just walked up to me, he's like, Carlin, Breyer, Chappelle, you're right up here with them, brother. And I was like, oh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much. This was just a 15-minute set. You should come see my full hour. He's like, no, this was enough. And then he walked away. That's where I'm at in comedy right now. You're here for a special moment. I am an American comedian. I'm Palestinian American. Thank you so much. I'm openly Palestinian. I was closeted for 30 years. And then finally came out last year with the Hadids. Because they made Twitter a safe space. And I love safe spaces. Americans still don't know a lot about Palestinians, and I guess it makes sense because there hasn't been too many famous ones in history. And I guess the ones who are famous, people just don't know who they are. Famous Palestinians, Yasser Arafat and Jesus. Who are those guys? Oh, and DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled is ours. DJ Khaled is ours. Isn't that crazy? Those are the 2 most famous Palestinians in history. Jesus and DJ Khaled. They're very similar, Jesus and DJ Khaled, when you think about it. In fact, when they came out with the New Testament, they were like, another one. We the best, baby. Christians, we the best.
Yeah. People always ask me, what is it that the Palestinians want? And I'll tell you right now, it's very simple. They want the right of return to their homeland that many of them left circa 1948. It's called right of return. Those are the only 3 words you need to know. And there's one country blocking it from happening, and it happens to be the country we're in, the country that I love, the country that took my virginity, bless you, the country that my school protected with the nukes, is the one vetoing Palestine from being recognized and not having the right of return to their homeland. And it's hard to make jokes about this. It's conflicting. I put one on YouTube. I said, of course, the United States is not going to support Palestinian right of return, because if we did, we'd suddenly owe Native Americans a country, right? Joke did about the same on YouTube. Of course, a lot of angry people commenting. One guy was fuming. He wrote in all caps. Either he was angry or his caps lock button was broken. I admit, could be either situation. Sees my right of return video and he comments, I hope you go back to where you came from. I was like, this guy gets it. Yeah. All right. Being Palestinian American, less of an identity, more of an identity crisis. My dad was born a few hours out of Jerusalem. My mom was born in Utah. So both places where Jesus got resurrected. Now, my great-grandma was born in Bethlehem. And I tell people this, they're like, oh, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania? I'm like, yeah, that's the one. She was Amish. She grew up in the Holy Land next to Scranton. She knew the 3 wise men from Dunder Mifflin. Come on! The birthplace of our Savior, Bethlehem, PA. No, everybody knows Bethlehem, birthplace of Jesus, the Savior of most people in this country. Yet if you ask most people in this country to point it out on a map, they're pointing to Pennsylvania. That's a problem. But it's not our fault. It's a very difficult geopolitical question. I had to look it up just for this joke. Yeah. My niece asked me over Christmas. My niece is 5 years old. She said, where's Jesus from? I was like, Bethlehem. Nailed it. Right? She was like, where's Bethlehem? I was like, oh, shit. Here we go. I got to give her the simplest answer you can, a 5-year-old, but I also got to keep it real, you know? So I was like, okay. Well, technically Bethlehem is in Palestine. But America, we don't recognize Palestine as a country, so technically it's in the Palestinian territories, specifically the West Bank, not the Gaza Strip. It was part of Israel, but they handed it over to the Palestinian National Authority in 1995 under the interim agreement of Subpoint 5, Section 2 of the UN resolution at the Oslo Accords. Thanks, Bill Clinton. This was pre-Monica, never mind. Of course, before that, it was British Mandate Palestine, and before that, the Ottoman Empire, and before that, a conquest during the Crusades, and before that, another conquest, and before that, another conquest, before that, another conquest. Wild times back then. People were crazy. Before that, the Roman Empire, because it was a law. Before that, Judea. Shout out to my Zionists. Before that, the Canaanites. Yes, we Canaanites is what they did not say. I made that up. Before that, random tribes from Africa. Black Lives Matter. And before that, it was the dinosaurs, if you believe in those. Did they teach you those? They did. Okay. And of course, before all of that, it was just lots and lots and lots of rocks, which, as we know, belong to the Palestinians. Now, one could argue that it still is in Israel, technically, because Israel technically occupies the West Bank. But of course, Israel would say that's not the case, because that's illegal under international law, under many, many counts. Don't tell the UN. JK, they already know. Oh my God, it's a mess. Everybody knows. Literally everybody knows, except most of the people in the country that could actually vote to stop it. God bless Pennsylvania. Merry Christmas. And that was the answer that I gave her in about 90 seconds flat, if you ever wanted to know where Bethlehem is. And I think she liked it. Because she immediately responded with, is Santa Claus real? I said 100% Santa Claus is real. We definitely recognize Santa Claus. She's like, what are you getting me for Christmas? I said, I gave you the gift of Palestine. What more do you want? Like, people usually pay to see my shows. I gave it to you free of charge. She was like, free Palestine? I was like, exactly. I knew this was a safe space. As you can imagine, these jokes
These jokes don't do well all over the country. I did that bit not too long ago, and a guy comes up to me after, and he's like, hey, buddy, let me give you some advice. I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. This is why we do it. We come for the laughs, stay for the advice. He's like, let me give you some advice. I'm like, lay it on me, buddy. He's like, don't do political comedy. It really divides the crowd. I was like, wow. Newsflash. I'd never heard something more obvious in my life. Of course, political comedy divides the crowd. That's what makes it fun. You say something divisive, press people's buttons, split some hairs, and if you're good enough, you can bring them back together with a really bad pun. That's what makes comedy fun. If you think about it, everybody loves political comedy, just not at the same time. That's how it works. You sit and you wait your turn till the comedian says something you like and stand for. You clap, you cheer, you go wild, and then for the rest, you politely shut your freedom hole. That's democracy, baby! And he's like, well, if this is democracy, then I'm giving you my vote. I'm like, no, your vote is to laugh or not laugh. You're trying to suppress other voters' rights at this point is what you're doing. Very Georgia of you right now, sir. He's like, buddy, I'm just trying to give you some advice. I said, you're giving me material, buddy, is what you're doing. And then this was the best part. He leans in and he said, well, buddy, you should trust me because I'm a magician. I said, what? Wait, what? What just happened? What did you just say? You just said, trust me, I'm a magician. I don't think anybody's ever said that before in any language. This guy literally said, trust me, I trick people for money. Trust me, I am a magician? I believe the saying is, don't trust me, I deceive people on a regular basis. That is, he might as well just pull the dove out of his hat. Trust me, I'm a magician. Just comes out. You're a magician and I'm dividing the crowd? Maybe stop sawing your audience members in half, you divisive mofo. Political comedy is fun because you divide the crowd, and then if you're good enough, you can undivide them. He's like, how do you undivide a crowd? I'm like, trust me, I'm a math comic. You split a crowd apart, and if you're funny enough, you can bring them back together. And he's like, do you really believe that? I was like, do you believe in magic? Shooby-dooby-doo, wap, 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 free Palestine. And then the truth came out. He said, hey, man, what made me upset is that I'm from Israel, and I don't like you talking bad about my people. I was like, I wasn't doing that. I was just telling a joke about historical accuracy. That was all I was doing. And he says, yeah, but now when people meet me and I tell them I'm from Israel, they think I'm bad. I'm like, that's not my fault. That's between you and your government, buddy. Use your democracy over there. And I get it. You want to critique someone's comedy, but it's this is the country that I live in. I would never go to Iraq, go to an Iraqi comedy club, see an Iraqi comedian on stage, be like, America, this freedom you gave us looks a lot like bombs. And after the show, I'm like, hey, buddy, can you tone it down with that whole anti-American thing? I'm trying to get some pussy out here, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get laid in your country. Not making it look good. And I felt for this guy, but I just think I think he ran out of words because he is a magician. And then he just said, look, man, I heard your Israel-Palestine jokes, and you're just not building any bridges with those. And I said, I'm not trying to build bridges. I'm trying to get laughs. That's the point of comedy. I'm not when I go to a show, I don't hope that people throw little tiny toy bridges at the stage, I'm hoping for ha-has instead, Plus, I'm Palestinian. We don't do bridges, we do tunnels, you know what I mean? So it's like a bridge. You just don't know that it's happening at the time. I guess what I'm saying is we're more connected than you know, We'll see you on the other side. I already know some people are reacting like, oh my God, did he just make a joke about the Palestinian tunnels? And you're right, I'm sorry, I meant to use the term gender-neutral maintenance holes. I feel bad for a lot of you guys right now. Just like, a lot of you are like, this is not the kind of comedy that I just want to have, man. I want to go, haha, it's so serious stuff, it's so serious, like, it's so intense. I just want to come, haha, it's a long week, I just want ha 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 ha. This is the point where I want to commend you for still being here. Because if you like Sammy Obeid, you come to a show and you have to be able to listen to the 4 Ps. Okay? Problems, Palestine, puns, and pussy. That's right. That's right. If you can tolerate all 4, you are a true Sammy Obeid fan. People always critique me, like, why don't you like just focus on one thing? No, I want fans who like the whole package, man. That's why I started with like the pussy stuff, you know, because people are like, you know, you're not playing to the crowd who's gonna like the Palestinian material if you open with all that dirty stuff. I'm like, but that's the point. I'm trying to get the people like, oh yeah, pussy, I'm listening. Palestine, oh shit, I'm learning. You know what I mean? Like, there's a method to this. I will say that I did recently find out that my parents, when they first found out about me, were considering an abortion. And thanks for laughing, but I'm not saying this to get any sympathy or anything. I'm just saying there has been attempts to cancel me. And you wouldn't be the first. How do we feel about cancel culture in this room, by the way? How do we feel about the cancel culture? Okay, most people don't like it. Most comedy crowds don't like cancel culture because they want their comedians still here. I, on the other hand, I love cancel culture. It clears out more room at the top for me, right? Give me that Louis C.K. spot. Boom, let's go. Delia's out. Yeah, buddy. Bad day disease. I'm sorry. Let's go. It's like reverse Tetris, just clearing out more space. Fuck yeah, dude. Love cancel culture. I give it a 10 out of 10. But the 10s cancel out, so I give it a 1. It's all fun and games till it happens to you. Look, I don't really cross the line in comedy. My goal in comedy is I like to find the line, walk up to it, wave, and then peace out. Because like every crowd has its own mind. When you're all individual people, but when you come into a room with other people, you form crowd mind, and you guys all have a collective line. I think your guys's was I don't know, what was the COVID stuff? Is that what you said? Oh. Cocaine. Your line is cocaine. Got it. Okay, that's a better joke. I found that part of the room, I fucking know that shit. I found your lines. They're in your noses. Every crowd has its line. I was doing a show in Berkeley not too long ago, and the line was just me showing up. Doing a show in Berkeley is just like constantly doing limbo. It's just like lines. So I'm doing a joke about the ancient Mayans. Okay? Ancient Mayans. Woman gets up in the middle of my joke and she was like, racist asshole! I was like, whoa, what's going on? She's like, you're talking about my people! I was like, the ancient Mayans? I was like looking for like a time portal in the room. Just like feeling for a draft, you know, like, is she an ancient Mayan? She's wearing Uggs, you know. She's got holes in her jeans. Is that how they dressed? The ancient Mayans? Then I was mad at my education. I was like, damn you, Berkeley, why didn't you tell me they still walk among us? So I stopped my joke and I apologized. I want you to leave here feeling better than when you came. So like if I piss you off, I genuinely will apologize. Like I'll apologize directly to your ego. You know what I mean? Like I'll walk up to your ear like, I'm sorry, baby. You know, like metaphorically cradling you, giving you whatever you need because I want you to have that feeling. I'll give you the sincere apology and then I'll proceed to liking you less than other people, but that's not your problem. So I said, I'm sorry, ma'am, I didn't mean to offend you. Where's your family from, specifically? And she was like, Peru. I was like, that's the Incas, you fucking idiot. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck are you doing? You're just gonna paint all indigenous people with a broad brush? That's racist. And that's how you out Berkeley. I'm the biggest pussy of them all. I am the tiger. What was the Mayan joke? Thank you. That's a great question. This was the Mayan joke, and it was believe me, it was a joke that I wrote like in my first year of comedy. So the joke was the Mayans predicted that civilization was going to end in 2012, but their civilization ended in 1606. I guess they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. It's like every time I tell a girl, I'm going to last all night. I'm not a prophet, you know? Not a bad joke for a first year of comedy. It's crazy. I didn't even, one more thing I want to say is like, before I came on stage, I got locked in the green room. We were trying to, like for 5 minutes, I didn't know if I was going to make it up here. Or like if I was going to have to kick down the door to come up and do my special taping. But that would have been the most boss, like, special opening ever. It's like, I went to Berkeley. Comedy is a safe space because we are supposedly supposed to be able to say whatever we feel. But if you get offended, there's nothing wrong with that. There's this kind of stigma now that if you get offended at a joke that a comedian tells, there's something wrong with you. And I just want to make it clear that there's nothing wrong with you. If you get offended at something a comedian says, that just means that you're human. That's all that means. I'm concerned if you don't get offended. Like, I went to the comedy show, and I was okay with everything. Like, get checked out now. There is something wrong. You need to go to therapy. Everybody has their line. And it's not a Berkeley line, but it's a line. You know what I mean? I wanted to know if I was a human. I wanted to know where my line was. So I went to a comedy show. I sat in the back, had some drinks, which is just like lube. It's like emotional lube, you know? By the end of the show, I was like a Drake album, just filled with incoherent feelings. I was angry, but I didn't know why. I was like a confused social justice warrior. And then the comedian said something that like triggered me. He made a joke about virgins, which triggered the 24-year-old in me. And it was like, how dare he? Felt the pussy just bubbling up inside. It's like, no, he didn't. I'm gonna find him on Instagram and message him. I picked up my phone. I started to DM him. Took me like 15 minutes to find his handle because I was drunk. And I was about to send him a message on how dumb his joke was. And then I stopped myself immediately. I was like, what am I doing? I'm a grown-ass comedian. So I put down the phone, I took the high road, and instead of DMing him, I went home, I listened to Jack Johnson, and I was fine the next day. Because this is the solution. It gets it out of your system. I call it the self-juicing cleanse, all right? And you have to do it yourself. You have to do the work yourself. You can't have someone else do it for you. You gotta burn those calories to really, really get it out. This may be vulgar to some of you, but I'm telling you right now, if you ever find yourself getting upset or angry or just plain old triggered from something a comedian says, 1, that's okay. And 2, you can go fuck yourself. And you can trust me because I'm a pussy. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm Sammy Obeid.
I'm stepping in the let you know I'm still here. Even if you backbite, just know I'm still here. Competition, even if it feels weird, yeah, the top will fall off, I'm still here. If they pulling up a pill quick on some real shit, I might hurt your feelings right after you feel this. I'm on the road, I feel like a kid with all these field trips. I took a break, but I told them I'll be back real quick. Let's go. I'm on level 2, feel like I was better than. Now you feel the pressure when you realize I was having set. Too professional, you feel I have professor friends. All these colors on me, what you think I represent? I don't read posts just to follow trends. I do it because I support you. No DMs, don't need another friend. Just use your platform like you're supposed to. Yeah. Let me speak, listen up. I don't think I did enough. Set myself a mission that requires a lot.
Let us know.
Sammy's the most prepared person I've ever seen, ever. He always comes with notes like a mad scientist, just notes.
Sammy is a Excel spreadsheet comic. I don't know how he does it.
No way. This is locked.
That's like never ever happened.
You know it's good when they say this has never ever happened before.
Yeah, that's a good sign. This happened earlier.
Hey!
I got you.
Yeah, it's gonna be great for the DVD extras.
Still here. I'm still here. Feels weird. Still here.
It's such a surprise party that he doesn't even know I exist. That's how much of a surprise it is. On your left.
I'll play photographer, and then you guys will break the news. Like, actually, that doesn't work. We'll know for next time.
So we're just pretending to be photographers. So many years, and I still can't figure out the.
No, we said we had a photographer. But instead,
This is how you know you're doing well in comedy, when you tell people you're actually not a photographer and they're more disappointed.
this is Sammy Obeid, stand-up comic. Host of Netflix 100 Humans. Sammy Obeid!
Hey, everybody! Yes, so sorry for the disappointment. Yeah, we lied to, say that we were photographers so that we could set up our stuff. It's Daniel's birthday, we're gonna get some great footage. Like, no, it's just for me and my channels, so... Daniel's already shit-faced, so we're fine.
I thought we were taking photos, so I was like,
I majored in applied mathematics, that's why I do stand-up comedy now. Obviously, not the best mathematician, because if I was, I wouldn't be doing comedy, right? And I'm not the best comedian in the world, obviously, because if I was, I wouldn't be here, but no disrespect to you guys. I just wouldn't be most places. You're a math guy too, right?
Yeah.
Math major or?
Math, and then I dropped out.
Hell yeah! Isn't that great? You do math, you drop out, you become an engineer. You stay with it, you become a comedian. And you were doing applied mathematics or pure mathematics?
Applied, yeah.
Okay, and what was your application?
Mathematical modeling.
Oh, this is like math modeling. Is that like me on camera? Like, no, but seriously, I can see the modeling part. Look at this guy. I always wanted to have like a memorable name. I once met a guy who was like, my name is Jamel. I was like, oh, that's a dope name. How do you spell that? He's like, Gmail. I was like, that is Gmail. What's your email? Jamel@gmail.com? I love being from the Bay Area. It's so awesome. You get to meet all kinds of people who work in tech. And, and for those of you who are not in tech, how did these people let you in here? What I do is I go on their Venmo and I like all of their financial They don't know how to respond to that shit. I call it financial creeping. It's not illegal yet. It's perfectly fine. You can like leave comments too, like, oh, you like that fro, don't you? And they'll eventually confront you, like, why are you liking all my posts on Venmo? And then you just go even creepier, like, because I just like the way you move money. I'm a subscriber to a conspiracy theory website. It's called YouTube. And wow. The fact of the matter is, war can happen in any country that the U.S. sells weapons to. Right. It's got to be tough, though, being a comedian leading your country through a war. Right? Can you imagine trying to be taken seriously? You know, I have to convince people I'm a photographer just to get in their house. Right? Like leading your country through a war, like on the phone with the UN, like we're getting shelled over here. Like, is this a bit? I'm just doing all self-release until somebody gives me a chance at Netflix. You know anyone there? Anyways.
But for real.
To Daniel, happy birthday, everybody. You know, of all the houses that I've entered without permission, I've never got that level of Hennessy. This is a new height for me. Yeah.
What's that? No, say it. You want me to talk about something? Oh, Matt, you want me to talk more about masturbation? Dude, I've never heard that before. Talk more about pleasing yourself. Yes! Does anybody have something non-sexual they want to talk about? Therapy. Okay, that's all. Yeah, that's a good. Whoa, masturbation guy. Wait, what's going on? Are you cheering him booing?
That was so weird. Any specific kind of therapy you give?
CBT.
Oh, I thought you said CBD for a minute. I was like, so easy being a therapist. I'm like, just take fucking 2 drops and you're good. What was the name?
Behavioral therapy, CBT.
CBT. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Does anybody know what that is? Dude, masturbation guy knows what that is. That's fucking crazy. He's like, that's what I call masturbation. Cognitive behavior therapy, bro. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Shit. Awesome. So you're a therapist. How long have you been a therapist for?
10 years.
10 years. That's amazing. Wow. I was gonna be like, give it up for that, but nobody wanted to. You deserve it. No, 10 years. That's amazing. If you had to describe what that style of therapy is in a nutshell, what would you say?
Don't believe everything you think.
Wow. That's, bro, you guys should have clapped for that. Don't believe everything you think. So you're basically telling people to doubt themselves. It's like, and you seem like a very fair person, you know? Like somebody, you know, like a client calls you up, like, I'm not good enough, like, don't believe that. And then another one calls you up and like, I'm awesome, don't believe that either, okay? I took therapy last year because I quarantined with my family in 2020, so I'll need therapy for the rest of my life. So, I had this problem where I would always think that I'm a bad person because of interactions with other people. I'd be like, oh, I didn't give this person enough time of day, I didn't tip this person enough. He broke it down for me in a way I never thought. He said, you're not a bad person. Just the fact that you're having those remorseful thoughts shows that you're a good person. So last week, I punched someone in the face, and I immediately apologized. I said, no, I'm so sorry, and I'm not a bad person. I just want to let you know I punched you in the face because I'm really sorry about it. And then I fired my therapist too because I'm good now. And he was like, why? I'm like, because I'm not a bad person, you know? And then he's like, is that because I'm not good enough at therapy? I'm like, don't believe everything you think.
Governor Gavin Newsom got caught taking a picture with Magic Johnson with no mask, and people went crazy. Yeah. And LA Mayor Eric Garcetti got caught taking a picture with Magic Johnson with no mask. 2 California leaders who are both responsible for mask mandates got caught with Magic Johnson with no mask. And people are pissed, but fuck that. I disagree. I actually want a leader who is not afraid of HIV. That's what I want. That's what I want. Why would you not want to be maskless around Magic? He's got the antibodies, baby. He's got the best antibodies in the world. He survived COVID and HIV. I'd be going mouth to mouth on that if I could. There was a time when Dr. Fauci said himself, somebody asked Dr. Fauci, hey, what would it take for this pandemic to end? He's like, it would take some magic. Exactly!
Oh. Is there something I didn't talk about tonight?
I thought you said eye patch kids at first. I was like, that's f***ed up. That's really f***ed up. It's not what we call them, okay? We call them little pirates. And the iPad kids, do you have one? No, just thank God. You wouldn't let your kid have an iPad?
Probably would try to stay away from it.
You'd probably try to stay away from it, the kid? Does anybody here consider themselves having an iPad kid?
Screenagers.
Screenagers. I like that. I'm sorry, but I like that better. How much? You have 2 screenagers. Twins. Do you love one of them more? Or? No, for sure. You're not ashamed to say it. That's a good parent right there. Honesty goes a long way. Is it the one that came out first or the one that came out second? Oh, no. Why do you think the second one was easier to love? You can play video games with them. See? That's a good parent. Not like you, just avoiding your hypothetical iPad kid. He's playing with one of his screenagers, ignoring the other. Does the other one just not like the same games that you do, or what? She plays different games. What a shame. What a disgrace to your bloodline. Your kids are in school. What do they sleep, like 8 hours a day? More or less? Pick a day? Tuesday. 8 hours? Pick a day. Tuesday. Yeah, 8 hours for sure. Okay, Saturday, how many days? 16. Holy shit. I am jealous. Those are sleep agers right there. Okay, so let's say on Saturday or Sunday, they're sleeping 16 hours. If there's 8 waking hours, how many of those 8 waking hours are they on the screen? 4. So have 50% of their waking life. Do you feel that you should be moderating that more? You do the best you can by playing the video games that your loved one likes. You're doing great. Keep it up. What else? Give me another. Okay, well, I used to be both. Now I'm just one. Arab men. Whoever said that. Fan? Not of me, of the Arab men in general. Oh, down? Oh, it depends. Okay, on? Day of the week? Tuesday? Tuesday's a great day for Arab men. Now, I don't want to make this too racy, but let's pick another race. Same question about white men. Yay or nay? Oh, down. Okay, so you're straight up racist. So it's just wanted to know where the barometer was, that's all. Filipino men? They're nice? It depends on the day. Is there any group of men that you like? No, not at all. Okay. But white men apparently at the bottom. So, sorry, white men, I didn't invent this class structure. You've had a positive experience with an Arab man before? He paid for dinner. Well, good for him. Get you an Arab man. On a good day, he'll pay for dinner. Won't pay for dinner. What's the bad quality? They're a little sus. For those of you who don't speak Gen Z, that means they're a little suspicious. No cap. You're millennials, I know, but you've co-opted Gen Z lingo, okay? All right, and that's a little sus. No cap, I'm not bussing. Say less. You're being a little cringe right now, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and say that Arab men are awesome, okay? We're very cool, right? Thank you. One Arab guy. Fucking holding on for our dear lives. Fighting for our name. Yes, we pay for dinner! My dad's an Arab man, and I love my father. He provided for us. He paid for dinner quite often. What I think was so impressive about my dad is he could do so much in one day, while me and my sister were sleeping for 8 hours, depending on the day of the week. My dad, he would get up at 5 a.m. every morning, do yoga, and then he would come down, he would cook the dog's breakfast. He would always cook the dog's breakfast first. My dad was a kind of an atypical Arab dad. He loved dogs, and he would feed them 3 times a day. He fed them more than he fed us. He would cook for the dogs, then he'd go back upstairs, he'd do Taibo. You know Taibo? Fucking like kickboxing. He used like a Taibo tape from the 90s for like 20 years. And then he would come down, he would feed me and my sister, he would take us to school, and then he would come back home, shave every day, because the Arab man, if you're gonna shave, you gotta shave every day. He would shave, put on his suit, go to work a full 8 hours, come back home, take me to soccer practice, pick up my sister from her friend's house, cook for the dogs again, cook dinner for us again, do more work from home, learn a foreign language, do the taxes, watch the news and curse, tuck me and my sister in, feed the dogs again, learn another language, do next year's taxes, do more work for home, read a French book, and then fall asleep. All while cheating on my mom. And the whole day, so impressive, this Baba. Because no one's perfect. That is so sus. Baba's so sus. Sus Baba. Teachers. So I was a former teacher. Has anybody here ever been a teacher before? Ever been a teacher? My folks, amazing. What do you teach?
I teach visual effects animation.
In that course, it's probably not that theoretical, is it? A lot of button pushing? Oh, okay. I thought you meant like metaphorically, like let's talk about abortion today. Like, what, dude? What? Did you study that stuff in order to do it, or?
It's a lot of like teaching yourself.
Teaching yourself.
Well, yeah, you don't need a degree or whatever.
Yeah, you don't need a degree or whatever. Yeah, no, that's clearly. Yeah. Hey, we're looking for someone to teach our visual animation class. No, I can press buttons. I'm a button presser. Yeah, I was a teacher for about 7 years. I quit that to do this, which shows you how little that pays. That was my second job. My job before that, I was a pot dealer, so I've evolved. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I went from drug dealer to teacher. I was reverse Breaking Bad. I hear there's a shortage of teachers in Canada. And healthcare workers. Yep, that's what they told me last time I was here. Because they're not giving out a lot of degrees or whatever. But the healthcare workers are going to the States, right? Because there's more money there with our f***ed up system. So we're over there paying a lot and not getting healthcare, and you're not getting healthcare. Where's the healthcare going? It's going to Israel. I'm all for conspiracies, but I might have to push back on that one a little bit.
All healthcare workers going to Israel. Every OBGYN is only delivering in Israel. It's called birthright.
All right. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Take care. You know, or we could just not bomb anyone. I think it's another alternative.
Politics ain't funny.
Oh, you don't like everything that I'm talking about, basically.
Read the room.
American taxpayers. Isn't it about time that we get a little bit of say in which countries we want to bomb? Isn't it about time? Because I think Greenland could get it right now. Because we got to bomb somewhere. God forbid the shareholders at Lockheed Martin can't feed their kids as boats. So I vote Greenland. Get out the aggression. Take it out on Greenland. It's the most humane country to bomb. It's got the lowest population density. I looked it up. It's mostly ice. Help them melt it. I already got the hashtag. Go green. Okay? I see a lot of you pulling back because you're like, oh, why poor Greenland? They're so innocent. Greenland is not innocent. Did you know they attacked us? Yeah. You guys heard of the Titanic? Who sunk that? Who sunk that? Yeah, a rogue iceberg that splintered off of Greenland and was radicalized by the Atlantic Ocean. We need to stop radical Atlantic terrorism. Do you know that Greenland every year dumps thousands of tons of water into our oceans? Yeah, they're trying to slowly drown us as a part of a larger campaign to heat up our planet called the greenhouse effect. Wake up, sheeple! They sunk one ship. That's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, or we could just not bomb anyone. I think it's another alternative.
Politics ain't funny.
That one too, I guess. You want to... Oh, you don't like everything that I'm talking about, basically. Is that what's going on? Pretty much. Well, you're out of luck for the next 30 minutes, dude. Bro. Politics ain't funny. That's got to be the worst take I ever heard, bro. Politics is some funny man.
Right.
What's up?
Read the room.
Read the room. Yeah, exactly. Room read. To make it clear, everybody loves political comedy, just not at the same time. That's how it works. You hear the comedian say something you like, you laugh, and then you wait till they say something you like again, and then you laugh. And then for the rest, you politely shut your freedom hole. That's how you enjoy comedy in the US of A. Somebody commented on one of my posts, oh, Israel-Palestine is this guy's whole personality. That's all he talks about in his set now. So it's such like a Gen Z thing to say. I heard that, I was like, that's so mid, dude. I just responded like, say less, king. Totally cringe. oh, Israel-Palestine, this guy's whole personality. It's like, no, I like math too, okay? I wish I was just talking about math right now, dude. But I can't because I have a heart, okay? I'm so sorry. I wish that I could be just talking about Pythagorean theorem right now, you know? But I can't because it feels like the triangle is burning down right now. I wish I could be telling people about a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But I'm out here trying to put out A's fire. I'm trying to put out B's fire, and that requires a C's fire. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay? Even if you disagree with me, you gotta admit that is the right angle. No refunds. I'm aware that my topic matter is not the most popular for stand-up comedy. And that's why I like to ask the crowd, is there anything that I didn't talk about tonight that you'd love for me to talk about? More about Joe Biden? Well, good, okay, I can do. What else? Sex? Dark matter? Okay, well, all right, got a lot. We can do this. We can do this. We can get through this. Speaking of somebody who should not have any more sex, Joe Biden. That guy's on his last, okay? He is. He ain't got none left, bro. Forget even about the politics of what's going on right now. Like, he's too old to be president. He's too old to be president. And people get offended when you say that, even though he can't hear us. He's too old to be president. Voting for Joe Biden is basically voting to watch someone die at their job. It's up. It's cruel. Even if you don't like him, it's cruel. Do you even think he wants to be president? Let him go in an old folks' home, dude. He's getting tased every day by Jill. The establishment gave Jill the taser. They're just going at it every day. But people get offended. Oh, that's ageism. That's ageism. Yeah, there's an age that isn't good to be president. Let's figure it out. I've never in my life voted Republican or Democrat, and I never will. I never will. I know that's a controversial thing to say in Texas, where your votes actually do count. I'm from California, where we can vote for fairies if we want to, okay? Doesn't matter. It's always going to be a Democrat. What about Trump? God bless him. Is that what you wanted? Yeah, I mean, Trump's crazy.
How about sex with 2 girlfriends?
What's that? You went on a sharp transition there from, Okay, you're not gonna do Trump, but how about sex with 2 girlfriends? That'll satisfy my urge. I'm not some kind of chauvinist who just goes around having sex with 2 girlfriends. What would I just grab them by the p***s? That's not cool. Anything else?
Any beef with Jordan and Egypt? Like any issues with them not taking people in?
They should elect Trump president. We're gonna build a wall. He's talking about Jordan and Egypt not letting Palestinians in. Is anybody here from California? Yeah. Okay, yeah. See, Californians, we're like the Palestinians of... Right? Texas doesn't want us. Arizona doesn't want us. If they would put up a wall, they could. But we fortunately have airports. That's the fun thing about voting. We're talking about Biden and Trump. People are realizing how important the Arab American vote is. This is the year where actually people go like, oh, maybe we should actually play to that base. Is there Arab Heritage History Month? It's April. We're in Black History Month, right? Black History Month is February. I've always said it's all out of order. I think they should have done it by order. Humans spent the first half of history in Africa, so I think Black history should be from January through June, and then the rest of the 6 months should be split accordingly. Middle Eastern history would be like July, August. It's the hot months. It's fitting. Because we all came from Africa. You guys all know that. That's where we're all from originally. Like, even if that, like, pisses you off or offends you, like, before that, we came from space, and space is black. So what are you going to say to that? I'm just saying, before Black Lives Matter, there was dark matter. That's all that I'm saying. Thank you so much. I'm Sammy Obeid. Thanks for coming out. I love you all.
I don't speak for Palestinians. I think that we should stop using the name Palestine. It's the colonial name. I think we should drop it and go with Palestine. Palestine is the Arabic way of saying it. The only issue with that is then Americans would have to pronounce that. And they'd be like, Palestine! We're going to Palestine, kids. It's been an incredibly difficult time for people who have family over there and, are watching everything that's going on. I'm actively calling for a ceasefire because I suffer from this condition called empathy. I posted that I want a ceasefire, and this guy was like, oh, so you're just for taking hostages? And what a horrible thing to say. No, I am against hostages. I want the hostages to come home. I want the Israeli hostages to come home, and I want the thousands of Palestinian hostages to come home. Nobody should be a hostage. I am anti-hostage, okay? I don't even like having people over. I don't like inviting people over to my house. I don't like them willingly coming over to my house. I am anti-guest, okay? One time I had guests over for too long, it became a hostage crisis. I didn't want them there. You have to feed them, take care of their emotional needs. I live with my mom. I'd have to clear it by my mom first before I could even think about taking hostages. I'm not taking hostages because I don't want to be a host. You got to be a host to take hostages, and that's very stressful. That's where the root of the word hostages come from, because the host ages from the stress. But that's been the wildest part as a comedian about this whole thing is the censorship. The censorship on Israel-Palestine is pretty wild, man. You guys know Elon Musk, the president of X? So Elon Musk, he visited Israel but wouldn't visit Gaza, which is like, you'd think Elon would have a little more sympathy for the Palestinians because he has a history of building tunnels. And he could learn how to finish them. But Elon Musk came out on X and he said, anyone who uses the term decolonize or from the river to the sea will be suspended on this platform. And it's like, so much for freedom of speech, big guy. That was your whole thing. You can't say from the river to the sea. What if you're giving directions to someone on a boat? See a guy on a boat near the ocean, in a little lake, like, hey buddy, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna go from the river to the... Whoa! What you doing there? Hey, I'm just saying, from the river to the sea, his boat will be free. That's all I was saying. No, but you're saying once it gets out on the ocean, it's gonna sink the other boats. Like, this isn't Battleship. I'm just giving directions. I want the liberation of that particular boat. That is simply what I'm saying. From the river to the sea. You know who else uses from the river to the sea? A baby salmon. Aww. Yeah. All the baby salmons are born, they're hatched upstream, and they have to swim from the river to the sea. From the river to the sea is a tale of a liberation of the baby salmons that you eventually eat. You want to ban that? Okay, I'm not going to be completely insensitive. I like to sympathize and empathize with people. I understand if the term from the river to the sea makes you feel uncomfortable because you've heard it in a certain way, I want to sympathize with that, okay? Has the term, let's be honest, has the phrase from the river to the sea been used with the implication of the dissolution of Israel? Yes. But has it also been used by Israelis with the implication of the dissolution of Palestinians? Yes, it's in the Likud manifesto in the 70s. So can we be fair here? Are we just gonna ban all ambiguous terms? Should we also ban I'll call you later? That's extremely ambiguous. For some people that means I'll call you in an hour. For some it means I'm never calling you. That last one is extremely disingenuous. I've been hurt by that phrase many times. Should we also ban I love you? Nobody knows what the fuck that means. That term has been abused. Terms can be ambiguous. You know, we do need to acknowledge that. In the meantime, I'll avoid ambiguous terms. I don't even use the term Zionist, okay? Not because I don't know what it means, which I don't. Okay? But because nobody knows what it means. No, but not even Zionists know what Zionist means. It's a very ambiguous term. Like, you know, ask your Jewish friends. Talk to your Jewish friends about Zionism. Sounds like an infomercial. Talk to your Jewish friends about Zionism. Well, step one, get Jewish friends, okay? Step one, get Jewish friends. And ask them how they feel about Zionism. And you'll discover that there's many different interpretations of Zionism. It's like levels of a video game. There's like level 1 Zionism, which is like, I believe the Jews should have a homeland and they should be safe. And you're like, hell yeah, who would disagree with that? You'd have to be a monster to disagree with that. And then there's level 2, which is like, yeah, It should specifically be in Palestine, and they're going to have to work it out with the Palestinians. And you're like, okay, where is this going? Okay. And then there's level 3 Zionism, which is suddenly like, God wants me to be here. If you got a problem with that, say hello to my little friend. Like, whoa, whoa. I'm just trying to pick olives, man. And those are like the lower levels. The most extreme level of Zionism isn't even coming from Jewish people. It's coming from the Christians, the evangelicals. Christian Zionism, that's the wildest one. That's like the final level. That's like all Jews proceed to the Holy Land so Jesus can commence the end times. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that? What was that? Do you even like Jewish people? Why do you want the end times so bad, buddy? You want this video game to be over. These evangelicals want game over. Yeah. And then we should also note that there is also Jamaican Zionism for some reason. Yeah. Occasionally in reggae songs, you hear Zion, Zion, bomba clock, blah, blah. Like, okay, all right. That's a thing too. Okay, sure. All right. Well, my point is that nobody knows what Zionism means. Right? But if you speak with your Jewish friends, okay, of course there's anti-Zionist Jews as well, but if you speak with your Jewish friends, you'll find that many of them, most of them I would say, are the first 2 levels. And if we can be understanding of that, then we should also be understanding of the fact that when most people say, from the river to the sea, they just mean that Palestine will be free. That's all they mean. That's all they mean. They're not asking for anybody to get hurt. They want the liberation of millions of people to live with freedom and self-determination. And you would think we would understand this in this country, America. America, America, the land of freedom of speech. Where as long as your intentions are good, you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want. From the river to the motherfucking sea. What the fuck was that, you know? Every day I send everybody I know videos coming out of Gaza because even before all of this madness, I liked ruining people's holidays. And I think people need to know. I think people need to see the realities. A lot of people are just not watching the videos from Gaza. Anybody who just looks okay, they're not watching videos from Gaza. Every time you hear the devastating news coming out of Gaza, you hear this many thousand people have been killed, and this many of them are women and children. Every time it's this many of them are women and children. And this is horrible. Women and children are getting killed. And also, do we not care about men anymore? Do we just stop caring about men? Where are you at, Jordan Peterson? I'm here to say that Palestinian men matter, okay? There is nothing wrong with being a Palestinian man. I tell myself this in the mirror every morning. There is nothing wrong with being a Palestinian man. If you watch the videos coming out of Gaza, every time a bomb drops, you see a neighborhood of Palestinian men rushing to the scene, moving giant rocks, lifting bodies from the rubble and carrying them to safety. All while wearing sandals. Open toe. Open toe. The fearlessness of these men and their feet is underrated, okay? You don't want to go toe to toe with a Palestinian man. Strong arches, these fellows. Strong arches. These men are out here doing God's work without proper footwear. And this is proof that Palestinian men have good souls.